This coming December marks the PlayStation Vita's 6th year on the market. 6 years of struggling to stay afloat amidst a console generation change, abandonment by its creator, and competition from Nintendo. With all it's been through, it's no wonder why the Vita has been largely forgotten by gamers. Hell, even former CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, Andrew House, wrote it off as a legacy platform back in 2015. So then, in a time when you can get a 3DS for somewhere in the ballpark of $150, and the Nintendo Switch is offering experiences like Skyrim on the go, why should you buy a PS Vita in 2018? The answer to that question varies based on what kind of a gamer you are. Are you a fan of franchises like Killzone, Uncharted, Little Big Planet, or Persona, and want to experience those series in their entirety? Are you a trophy hunter? Do you enjoy casual experiences like Minecraft, Undertale, Terraria, or a wealth of other popular games, and want to play those titles on the go? Do you want to revisit some PSP titles, or even PlayStation 1 classics for that matter? Or maybe you're someone who can find utility out of Vita exclusive features like Remote Play, which allows you to stream practically any PS4 title to your Vita while someone else uses the TV. If you check any of those boxes, then allow me to explain why you need to buy a PS Vita in 2018. It's time. Let's start off with some of the Vita's best exclusives. Nathan Drake's story may have concluded with Uncharted 4 back in 2016, but that doesn't mean you've experienced it in its entirety. Enter Uncharted Golden Abyss. Set prior to the events of the first Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, Golden Abyss follows a younger Drake as he pairs up with fellow treasure hunter Jason Dante in search of the lost city of Corvira. In typical Uncharted fashion, loyalties are questioned, romances are formed, and tensions begin to rise as you slowly approach the game's epic finale. Developer Sony Bend did a commendable job of replicating the feel of an Uncharted game. The new characters are memorable, and returning favorite Victor Goddamn Sullivan is as great as ever. Boasting more chapters than any Uncharted before or since, Golden Abyss is a bona fide AAA experience in the palm of your hands. And it's the kind of polished single-player experience that you just don't see enough of in today's open-world dominated gaming climate. Not only is Killzone Mercenary by far the best Killzone game ever made, but it's arguably the best portable FPS of all time. I've personally invested hundreds of hours into Mercenary's multiplayer, which is still populated by a dedicated fanbase in 2017. While buying everything Mercenary's digital black market has to offer, and subsequently outfitting yourself for multiplayer won't take long, it's the polished online experience that will keep you coming back. And then there's the single-player campaign. After years of suffering through half-baked FPS games on the PSP and DS, Mercenary finally offers a quality campaign to immerse yourself in. What the single player lacks in a moving narrative, it makes up for in stunning locales and 9 massive sandboxes to play around in. In a time when generic first-person shooter campaigns force the player through bland shooting corridors from one set piece to the next, Mercenary's developers clearly put thought, time, and effort into making the environments fun and interesting to explore. It may not seem like a big deal to most, but all the little details in the campaign make the experience worth replaying over and over again. Meanwhile, LBP fans who've yet to experience Little Big Planet Vita are missing out on the best Little Big Planet to date. There's not much to say about LBP that hasn't already been said. You're given a blank slate in which you can create whatever kind of game you want. You want to recreate Half-Life's opening level? You can do that. Better yet, jump into what others have already created, meet other Vita gamers, and experience the countless multiplayer minigames LBP Vita has to offer. And then there's the Vita's magnum opus, Persona 4 Golden. This isn't simply the Vita's best game, but it's one of the best video games to be released in the 8th console generation. The music, the characters, the art style, the gameplay. Persona 4 Golden is an absolute masterpiece, and any fan of RPGs shouldn't hesitate to buy a Vita just for the sake of playing through it. While several Vita exclusives like Tearaway, Gravity Rush, and Assassin's Creed Liberation have been brought to different consoles in recent years, I'd argue that these smaller experiences are much better suited to the Vita than to a home console. These have been only a select handful of games that you can only get on the Vita. The system in fact has somewhere in the range of 70 plus exclusive titles that you can't find anywhere else, such as Freedom Wars and Soul Sacrifice. While many gamers don't care about achievements or trophies, those who do will no doubt enjoy hunting down Vita exclusive Platinum trophies. And then there's the fact that PS Plus members get 2 free Vita games every month. If you're a PS Plus member, then you can already start downloading Vita games from the PlayStation Store, without even owning the system. While a few prominent Vita applications have been terminated in recent years, notably YouTube and PlayStation Now, and services like Twitch and Netflix can simply be accessed by using a smartphone, the Vita has something of a killer app in the form of Remote Play. For the uninitiated, this service, among other things, allows you to stream your PS4 game to your Vita. While your gaming experience will suffer a minor drop in frame rate and resolution in the process, the ability to stream your PS4 to another room in the house while someone else uses the TV is a feature I've personally found a lot of utility in. While remote play between the Vita and PS3 never really reached its full potential, the PS4 version of the app works like a charm. And then there's the 1,000 plus multi-platform games. Massively popular titles like Minecraft and Terraria have been specifically tailored for the Vita, and have huge online communities to join if you're into that kind of thing. And let's not forget about the breadth of PSP and PS1 games available on the system. At a time when gamers are clamoring for backwards compatibility on PS4, the Vita offers you the chance to replay classic PSP titles like Metal Gear Solid, Peace Walker, God of War, Ghost of Sparta, Resistance Retribution, Daxter, GTA Vice City Stories, the list goes on. Meanwhile, on the PlayStation 1 front, you can access beloved games like Crash Team Racing, Siphon Filter, Tomb Raider, Rayman 2, and Tekken. Look, I'm not going to tell you that you need to buy a PS Vita over a Nintendo Switch. As great as Minecraft PlayStation Vita Edition is, there is no denying that the Switch version looks and runs slightly better, and Switch titles like Skyrim and Doom aren't available in your Vita's virtual store, nor will they ever be. If you're willing to shell out the $300 for a Switch, plus another $60 for a new game, then go for it. It's a great system. But when you factor in all the benefits of owning a PS Vita in 2018 that I've mentioned, the amazing exclusives, backwards compatibility, trophies, remote play, and 1,000 plus games, and then combine that with the fact that you can now buy a Vita for somewhere in the range of $100, there's simply no contest in my eyes. I bought my Vita back in 2012, and while haters never stop complaining about the system has no games, I was playing what have gone on to become some of my favorite games of all time. If you've never bought a Vita, then I implore you, the time is now. 2018 is primed to bring even more games to the system, and if you're interested in what's to come, then check out the top 10 I already uploaded to my channel. Thank you all so much for taking the time to hear me out. If you're a longtime Vita fan, then sound off in the comments about some of your favorite Vita memories. And if you're yet to join Vita Island, I hope this video persuaded you to finally make the trip. You won't regret it. Until next time, this has been Fixation.